So yeah, keep an eye on your ball position. Make sure it doesn't get too far back. I think maybe it did on the course just a little bit.
Like the longer clubs?
Yep, with the longer clubs. So pretty simple. I'm not even going to write that down because it's just two things. So you're good. Good there. Thank you very much for participating. Let's see here. Andrew. Pre-swing, we worked on the stronger right hand grip. That's coming along well. Good. Worked on your hips in transition. Good.
Still working.
Okay, still working. We also pre-swing want to do a little bit wider stance, right? Okay, and that's going to help the hips. As we get to too narrow, we lean. So wider stance at address. In swing the hips and then just commit. Simple one word, just commit. Commit to what you're doing. Most of the time it's going to be a draw, but when it's not, commit to whatever else is going on. The short game that we looked at, your bunker is a very wide stance needed for you. And we want those hands in between our thighs. For practice, I've got some marshmallows if you like. And practice drill that and work on that practice. So I want you to practice on those. And putting, just call that our right-handed feel drill to get our putting feel for those long putts. So that's for you, sir. Kevin Churchill.
The novel.
No.
The novel.
No.
Don't kill Mama.
No. We worked previous lesson on a little bit wider stance. We worked on getting our weight off the right foot during the impact and follow through, making sure that our hips are working. We've kind of gone to a second step of that now with our loop, because what you're actually going to find is that as you're looping it outside to inside, your right foot's going to want to stay down longer through the swing anyway. If you try to blend pulling the right foot and right leg up, it's going to bring a little more out. So what I want to do, and this is something I realized after lesson 1, was let's get the loop first, and then as we get a bigger swing, that greater amount of speed is going to carry us to a finish that pulls our right foot up off the ground. So I wouldn't worry about, I'm going to put that as kind of, secondary focus, because we want to focus on the loop. We want that very in to out loop right now to try to get you to be able to straighten out that path and to get our club face more in line with the path. So in to out loop. The short game, we set up, in the first one we set up a nice little chip shot protocol, very neutral, very standard, middle ball position, narrow stance, rock the shoulders, and you can bunt that, get that on. We added a shot out on the course with a hybrid, where if you're standing over a shot where you're not feeling comfortable with a lofted club, you now have a second shot that you can pull out of the bag and get on the green somewhere. The bunker, we're looking the same as Andrew. We want a wider stance, and we want to get those hands in. And then I'm going to put marshmallow down here because I want to make sure we're taking sand. That. So a wider stance, hands in, and marshmallow. On the putting, that setup, the wrists, elbows, bend over. That your putting setup looks really good. It really does. The only thing that worries me about your putting is you still look tense. You still look kind of tight in the shoulders and whatnot. So I'm just going to put relax on there.
Putting. You're so close.
There you go.